Hey, and welcome to a Chicago Beer Pass beer review. We're going in the cellar. It's all the way back to 2018,
No kidding.
pre-Corona times. We got the Andre the Giant from Cruz Blanca. It's wheat wine aged in Scotch whiskey, finished port barrels, and rum barrels.
Holy fuck. That's a lot.
Scotch whiskey.
This is their whole.
Finished
Is there a name for this series? Because it's all like the Mexican
Luchador.
luchador. Yeah.
This is their response to Goose Island's Black Friday stuff and the Deepwood series from Revolution.
You know, and I don't think we talk about the Cruz Blanca enough. I didn't realize that was like the schedule for it, where it kind of came out around that time.
Right. The 2018 came out over Black Friday. 2019 lineup came out, I think, a couple weeks before Black Friday.
Yeah. This is interesting because, like, Scotch barrels in general, right, are repurposed bourbon barrels.
Okay.
So a lot of the American bourbon places, their barrels are spoken for because they're going to Scotland to age Scotch in. So Scotch, by definition, is kind of in a second use barrel.
But it doesn't have to be from Scotland to be Scotch.
Oh,
Right?
is that right?
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know.
There's not a location rule for Scotch, right? It's just
No, because it's peat, right? Peat.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Like there was a location rule for bourbon.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
And champagne.
And
right?
champagne and what's the other one that France has that we?
Oh, like cognac and Armagnac?
Yeah.
Armagnac for sure.
Yeah.
And then cognac.
Cognac.
Yeah.
Too, so. But yeah.
I don't know the
Scotch
rules on
ones,
Scotch.
Not so much.
Yeah. I know so that's interesting that the different barrel plays on it.
Mm-hmm. And then rum, I feel like that just plays well into the Cruz Blanca, I don't know, image for some reason, although like it's not very,
Cuz it's like
it's Latin rum,
it is a Latin joint. It's a taco joint.
Yeah, it is.
Cruz Blanca's a taco
Well,
joint.
yeah, but rum is more of a Latin beverage, I guess.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it plays well into like their whole thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense than when they first opened. I swear there were like 4 different fucking beer
garage. I think we talked about that. I think it'd be someone could go back on that episode and be like, "I'll take the beer garage." Which one? No, there shouldn't be more than one.
Why the fuck y'all got so many beer guards, man?
But man, this
Quite pleasant, man.
yeah, this lineup is amazing. We continue to dive into them as we find time, and as we want to knock back a 13% beer.
Yeah. Fig, raisin, but there's oak too. It's giving me barrel aged Belgian double vibes.
Yeah, like your Saint Bernardus, like
the jolly
like
monk, man.
An aged version of the Saint Bernardus, like it just feels that like a
The Christmas ale. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it has that like sweet, just I don't know, candy like. I dive in, and then that rum, and then the port, all the barrel flavors are like hitting you.
We're drinking this at the right time because it's got a little age on it, but not enough to the point where it's like pissing you off.
Right.
It's just it's an aged product.
Yeah, it doesn't have any of those like cellar imperfections or issues.
I feel like it can be almost like when you sit on it too long, you almost get like a soaked cardboard right situation, right?
Yeah, cardboard is something you get an aroma and even the taste, and that's not good. You don't want your beer to taste like an old basement.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like 2 years is most of the time the max you want to like hang on to beers, like unless you just want to like see what happens or you legitimately forget about them. But if you really want to drink them, 2 years is get them out of here.
Yeah, layers of like brown sugar and like cherry and I don't know, but there's something in there that's not. It's almost like It's not tart, but it's almost like a sweet lemon or something.
Well, yeah. And then you don't see very many wheat wines. You see a lot of like barley wines, but wheat wine or old ales. But wheat wines, you don't really see too many of.
That's true. I think Pilgrim's Dole up in New Michigan. Goddamn, they're a distillery
Holland?
too. Yes,
Yeah.
Pilgrim's Dole from New
Oh,
Holland,
yeah.
and then Tim from New Holland went to Goose, and then now boom, now Goose is doing the wheat wine.
Okay.
But shit, outside of that,
And then Jacob was that goose. So.
and yeah, that's also that. The Jacob Sembrano brewmaster at Cruz Blanca. He was part of the flock. And I want to say one of those McKellar Three Floyds things. I know there was a rice wine and an oat wine. I'm pretty sure one of those was a wheat wine.
Okay.
But yeah, to your point, super short
They
list.
pop up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, very short list. I tell you, West Loop's doing it right. We were talking in the pre-show how these streets are all closed. These streets in West Loop, Fulton and Randolph, closed completely down. It's a full-on fucking festival, essentially.
Okay.
The bar scene, the outdoor seating has extended into the street. And some of these spots have like AstroTurf on the ground and full-on fucking like carpet and couches. And it is a vibe in fucking West Loop.
I have not been over there. I've been wanting to go pick up something from Haymarket.
Yeah.
That's, and so if I went over there, I'd want to see what's happening at Haymarket, at Cruz Blanca. Is the other place, Kings and Comic, still a thing?
Oh, yeah. Around the corner from Publican. The old Kings and Convicts. Yeah, I think I went to Green City Smoked Meats, and I got, but on the beer list, it was either the Oberon or the Mexico Calling from Cruz Blanca.
Okay.
And I'm like, I haven't seen Mexico Calling. Bring it on. So I got that.
Nice. And we talked about Cruz Blanca a few podcasts ago. They kicked out Rick Bayless, right?
Yeah, it sounds like he wasn't getting along with the other guys on the project.
He just couldn't drink enough.
So they're like, you and this soul patch under.
What happened to all my beer the guards?
You you keep insisting that we fucking have beard to guards on. You got this stupid fucking jazz player piece of hair under your chin. We're just not happy. And Rick's like, well, I sold Frontier to, Conagra Foods.
Yeah.
So, whatever, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Fine.
But he's still owning the fish joint next door, right?
I thought it was both.
Oh, both.
Yeah. I thought it was both of those projects. So he still owns Topolobamba and Frontera, but I think he pulled out of Cruz Blanca and Lena Brava.
But he's still Choco.
And is that it? Yeah, if that's still a thing, he's still there.
That's still a thing, yeah,
Right? Because when the last time you've been to Choco?
Well, the last time it was when the Wicker Park one got shut down.
Yeah. It was Salud, the tequila bar, and then it was Choco.
And now it's a Sweet Tomato.
What the fuck? Shit is real out here, man.
Just open up a Cruz Blanca tap room right there.
You could have done a Cruz Blanca concept instead of the Choco.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have transitioned that. And then we wouldn't have to go all the way to West Loop to get our Cruz Blanca fix. Because it's a brewery. So if they got enough beer to sell in stores, they had enough beer for a satellite tap room.
Yeah, they could have.
But here we are, invested no money in the project, telling them exactly how to fucking run it.
I know, yeah.
So what do we know?
But they're doing something right. Making great beer. Even after 2 years, it's still tasting fantastic. Like, not as many layers as we had that Penrose
Oh, from last week, Penrose 10?
10.
Oh, dude.
That had layers. This one's like just boozy and sweet. You said fig raisin.
Yeah.
It like warms you up. It's like a winter warmer. I
Yeah.
would say. Like that's the best. Like, yeah, we said St. Bernardus. Like it's more of a winter warmer.
What I like about them with this, and even with they had a blonde ale that they aged with like in red wine barrels with like coffee.
Right.
Or something. It was just a very bizarre set of ingredients, but it was almost like a deconstructed, like a deconstructed red wine kind of. Like it's a blonde ale with coffee, like in a bourbon barrel, and then switch to it like another barrel. But it's like, why are you aging a blonde ale with coffee and it's weird fruit? So now this beer is is the color of wine, but then it's got a
Coffee taste.
kind of minerality to it. It's kind of like made it this beer version of a red wine, which was both interesting, but then and odd, but kind of it all played together well.
Okay.
They do that whole thing very well.
Yeah, they play with just different things. They had the biggest area at Uppers and Downers, which you didn't go to
No, I missed it.
this past year, but they took.
Fucking, that was one of the last parties.
Yeah, that was one of the. That was the. No, that wasn't the last party I went to, but that's another story. I was conscious of Corona at that time. I was like, I don't really feel comfortable rinsing my glasses on these like glass rinsers, but I did. But they had the biggest Cruz Blanca had the biggest. They took over the middle.
Yeah.
They had like 4 things on each side, like
Yeah.
fruit or different ice cream, different beverage. So it was cool.
Yeah, they're
Coffee.
very expressive crew, and they play well in a space like that.
Yeah.
Super experimental. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is good. Look for. I'm sure they're announcing their lineup of luchador beers coming up soon. So
Yeah.
Andre the Giant. Cheers.
Cheers.